So hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and today I'll be testing the Pagani Huayra BC in multiplayer in Asphalt 9. The Huayra here we see is at Golden Max, and I took these races from the Heatwave Season I Multiplayer season, which ended quite a while back. I think it was 2 weeks ago, so I'll try to rush as many of the clips as I can. For my SC20 video, also a free try from the multiplayer season. Also, I just decided to let the music flow and then not give commentary because it's only like around 5 minutes worth of SC20 that I recorded. So yeah, first race here on Scotland, we have one SC20, Speak of the Devil, one Apollo N, 2 Huayras and 3 Veyrons. I'm still getting used to the correct pronunciation of the car. It's Huayra with a HE sound, yeah. So the Huayra is one of the best Class A cars out there. The high-end Class A car with basically the most efficient nitro in the entire game. Yeah, it's better than the E10s and all that, I think. Should be. And its handling is also quite good. Not too crazy like the F5s. I couldn't get used to the F5 handling. And also not too stiff like unlike the Volkswagen XL Sport concept or the Lancer and all that. So the handling is good, drifting is also quite good. Acceleration is not the best, and top speed is good for Class A. In this race, we come in 3rd place. So in this season, players were allowed to use the Aston Martin V12 Speedster, Acura NSX GT3 Evo, Apollo N, McLaren 570S Spider, Ferrari LaFerrari Aperta, the Pagani Huayra, this car right here, the SC20, and the Bugatti Veyron 16.4 Grand Sport Vitesse, which the Speedster and the Grand Sport Vitesse were debatably the worst cars in the entire season because they serve like almost no use. Here I go a little bit to the left, too much to the left in the beginning, but somehow I managed to go all the way to the right. I don't know how I actually did that. This clip was from a long time ago. And then somehow survived by going to the right side, which I believe is the faster route but harder to do. So got a head start over here. It was pretty chaotic and all that. I was pretty nervous I was gonna crash, but luckily I didn't crash. That's a good thing. In this race on Rome Tiber Stream, we have 2 Huayras, one Acura NSX GT3 Evo, the so-called Class C Corvette, one Bugatti Veyron, 2 LaFerrari Apertas, and one McLaren 570S. The best cars this season, in my opinion, would be the Huayra and the Aperta. Maybe the SC20, but the Huayra and the Aperta are way more common. The most useless ones would be the Veyron, the Speedster, and the Acura. But Acura is very competitive in MP1 because of its good handling and quite good stats for Class C. It's an epic car anyways to get it. I think 25 for the first one, and I don't know what. It had a key hunt, I failed to get it because getting a car from 0 to like 6 stars is pretty crazy. And then like epic cards, and then I don't want to pay for skills and all that, so skipped it. I got 14 out of 25 to 2 stars in the car. I don't have the car at all. This race on San Francisco Tunnel Jam, we have 3 Huayras, 3 Apertas, and 1 McLaren 570S. There that guy bumps me with shockwave. I do not wreck. Pretty lucky actually, because if physics or something acted up, then I will have most probably wrecked on that one. So luckily I didn't wreck. Here I do a very weird low barrel roll. Luckily I didn't wreck. Yeah. So this race is quite lucky. So recently, I think it was around a month ago, Asphalt 9 had this time limited event called Back to School Day 1 of 31. It was taken down after the first day and it's back again, and today is already the 2nd day as of time of voiceover. It's already the 2nd day of that event, and it doesn't seem to be stopping. For the first day, players were allowed to use the Lotus Evora Sport 410 at Go Max. And on 2nd day, which is today, as I'm doing the voiceover, it's the Infernal Automobile Inferno. I'm not really sure to express on the 3rd day. I bought one of the back to school packs which had a feature for the McLaren P1. I got a whole lot of blueprints for the Mazda, 6 in a row for the BMW Z4, which is actually quite common for packs. They always drop the most of the most blueprints for the least useful cars. Yeah, and I got 3 for the P1, 1 for the, I think was the Polo or something, and then I even got 1 for the Maserati, which for me is at 2 stars, my Alfieri. Thank God there's only one Maserati to refer to. Here I do a really quick barrel roll, but somehow just fail. Yeah, I don't know how I actually managed to barrel off that ram and survive, but I think that wreck just covered it up, you know, like probably some bad luck, you know, things like that. Yeah, so for the Hennessy Venom F5 Trial Series, it's a total mess. I must tell you first, it's a total mess. The car is incredibly hard to drive because of its high top speed and its crazy good drifting, which is too good, and you can actually wreck. Yeah, so not a big fan of the F5, but it's the new king of the game, and so be it. I've gotten way too many knockdowns in the season, don't know why, it's a bad streak. And then I'm not sure how many good clips I can get, but I think around 50% of the stuff I get to put in my F5 video will be videos with 1 knockdown, and then me struggling to get back on track. And there the SC20 does 360, not sure whether he mistakenly thought that he could go airborne on that jump, because usually that early in the race it wouldn't accelerate enough to get airtime from a bump. Yeah, that's what I think. And speaking of airtime, so for Asphalt 8, we recently had this multiplayer cup, and I was trying to use the McLaren Senna on Sector 8, and then there was this kind of a drop below, a little staircase drop, but it's a little bit diagonal and all that. And for the last drop, my McLaren Senna always had this very weird behavior where it just smacked itself down all the way, like it didn't even fly, which I think is quite weird. So I think that's why the Senna has such a big spoiler. Yeah, just some little trivia right there. Yes, so this race is on Osaka budding start, or is it Naniwa Tour? No, Naniwa Tour. Yeah, this is Osaka Naniwa Tour. Yeah, I was commentating the whole of the previous race. We had 3 Apertas, 2 SC20s, 1 Acura, and 1 Veyron. So for the budding start race was 2 Huayras, 1 Aperta, 2 SC20s, 1 Apollo, and 1 Veyron. 6 races here on Caribbean Thundering Start. We have 8 races in this video. This is the third last one. We have 2 Apertas, 2 Huayras, 1 Apollo, 1 McLaren 570S, and 1 Acura and SX GT3 Evo, which I don't know why when you Pro League it still exists. So basically the most useful car in this update will be the SVJ Roadster, the Pagani Zonda HD Blockada might be quite useful. I kind of like handling. This Grand Prix just started at the time of recording. I did a few qualification times for it, and I did a qualification time that was too good. I did 1:14.987 as my best time. I don't think I'm gonna get into tier 4. I want to stand back for this Grand Prix. I just want to win my first Grand Prix car. Nothing wrong with that actually. So wish me luck for that one, because I probably won't make it. So most useful cars will be the F5 obviously, the SVJ Roadster because I think it's a pretty good class, A car when it's maxed out, and the Pagani Zonda, and of course the Buff GT SC20. The most useless car will obviously be the Speedster, the sole most useless car, I swear. The sole most useless car will be the damn SC20 because it is so useless. And in this race it comes in 3rd place after a bit of a struggle in the Caribbean, and you can see that the Huayra's handling is not exactly the best or the sharpest, unlike the F5, but it's still quite good, controllable and responsive. On our second last race on Auckland starting grid, we have 2 Huayras, 4 Apertas, and 1 SC20. So there have been a lot of memes going around regarding Auckland, the new track, and then you got me with my 4-star Bugatti Chiron, and then there's this man with a happy face, and then Auckland logo there, and then this guy with a sad face, you know, all of those memes. And then I think we should talk a bit about the F5 special event, which will probably still be there when this video releases, because I'll release it same day, hopefully. And I've got a whole lot of stuff to publish. I even planned making on a how to go fast in Asphalt 9 video. So I got a few people to collaborate along with me, so I think the video should be out not that fast, because I have to consolidate some points also. Most of the pointers I got were similar to the one made by From Films, the existing highest grossing video on his channel, how to go fast in Asphalt 9 updated. And I plan to do an updated version of that. Yes, I plan to do an updated version of that. And there, that Aperta brutally killed its own kind back there. Don't know what really happened. So talking about the F5 special event, the cars that are required will be obviously be the Elva, first one. And then you got the Jaguar CX-75, no idea why they needed that. Peugeot Onyx, no idea why they needed that one. Ford GT Mark II, golden for the second Ford GT Mark II stage. And then the Murcielago, I think that's how it's pronounced. And also required golden for the second stage. And you need the I don't really remember. I just only remember that Murcielago and Ford GT Mark II needed golden for their respective final stages. So I believe the rest of the cars would be the Lamborghini Aventador SVJ Roadster and the Pagani Zonda HD Beretta, which I believe the key cars, which will be the Beretta and Mark II, will be a free try. That's really typical. And obviously the Hennessy Venom F5 will be needed for its own special event. No surprise at that one. With that one, yeah. So last race on New York, leaps and bounds. We got two Huayras, one Aperta, one Apollo 2570S and one SC20. So luck hasn't been good on my side for the F5 trial series. Got a few races on New York, got respawn here and there, and then the car was so fast it put me on the ramp. You know the really tall one, I think it was on this track, there's a random really tall ramp. I didn't want to take it, but my car did a barrel roll, and then it was so fast, it flew so high that I could have landed, but my reflexes weren't fast enough to react to the sudden incident, and therefore, yeah, just want that ramp right there. And therefore I got respawned and I had to quit the race because, you know, I rage like normal people do. So on New York, this straight section here, in slower cars, like if you know your car is slower than the rest of competition, or even if your car is the fastest, try to break Nitro trick there, which I obviously didn't do. I'm a bad example. And yeah, break Nitro trick there, here. And here is best to take the right route because it's a faster way to the finish line and to drift. So that's the end of this race. It coming third place. So thank you for watching this video. Do leave a like and subscribe for more Asphalt 8 and 9 content, and share with your friends too. And I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.